Hello there, my name's John McCarthy. It is my great, distinct pleasure to welcome you to PGA Tour 2K23. I'm fired up. Just practicing the front nine of this course today. All right, send it. All right, let's let this one go. All right, he's getting ready to fire away with his second shot. Heading for the rough. Second shot here on the first. Well, that'll work for you. Okay, 11 feet out. Let's see what he does. Oh my. And this next putt's for his par. That was a good putt. Okay, here's your chance to go one up on your opponent. Good job. You are one up after that first hole. We're teeing it up on the second hole now. There we go. Nice contact on that one. And he's ready to let her rip. Let's see how this hole goes. And it looks like around 135 yards out for him. And second shot here on the second hole. This is looking good so far. Good job. We're on the green. This is an insanely long putt for this guy. I don't know what's going to go down. Ooh. Okay, drop this and you'll go two up on your friend. No, that's going right by the hole, isn't it? And this next putt for the par. Okay, we're moving on. Let's get this next hole. And if he drops this, he'll have the hole. And that hole will be halved. Let's see what happens here on the third hole. Heading for the green. We're on the green with that one. Well done. And let's see how he does on this hole. And they're going with the 5-wood. The approach is heading a bit to the right. See you later to that ball. And from the deep stuff. Okay, if you sink this, you'll go 2 up on your friend. I blame the ball. That was a good putt overall. Just didn't really drop when he needed it to. He's got about 7 feet to the cup from here. Oh. And if you can sink this, you'll go 2 up for the match. And a solid hole, tapping in for par. Okay, after that one, you're 2 up on your friend. This one's a par 4 hole. Well done. All right, let's see how he does on this hole. And let's see what happens. This is his second. And here's our second shot on the 4th. Oh, I think this could be good. And the shot drops, just jarring it for the eagle. I'm proud. And after that one, you're 3 up in this match. Hi there, welcome to the game. My name is John. Happy to have you alongside me today. And it looks like a bit of match play is in store for us today. I hope this is a nice little friendly competition. Doesn't get too heated. Well, let's go. Well, I think I'll take that tee shot. Looks good. And let's see how this hole goes down for him. Okay, this is about 240 yards or so from the pin. Maybe this one will kick to the left. All right, on the green and under regulation, you got a putt for eagle, and that's fantastic. And here we go. This is his second shot. They're going with the 5-iron here. Well, he's got a long putt. Not sure what's going to go down here. Yikes, that went right by. And this putt to go 1 up for the match. And the putt appears to be on line. Oh, ever so close to pulling down that eagle. And let's see, he's setting up now, 2-footer. And the putt goes down. And good news, you're already under par today. Let's keep that going as we move throughout this course. And teeing off now on a long par 4. Oh yeah, that's a sweet spot there. That's yeah, you launched it. And he's ready to tee off. Let's see what he has. Looks like this one's in the fairway. Okay, he's setting up a second shot here. Okay, they're going with the pitching wedge here. This one's heading a little bit too much to the right. All right, let's make this a short stay at the beach. Good stuff. And here we go for the birdie. Oh, it's going right by the hole. And this putt right here will put him at 1 up. For the birdie. All right, let's forget about that hole and look to the next hole. So this tee shot should work. All right, let's send it. Oh yeah, I'll approve that. Second shot on the third. Well, maybe this will kick left. Great work. Nice approach on that one. Okay, he's getting ready to fire away with his second shot. All right, here's a 7-foot putt. Looking pretty good. So good. Oh, lovely shot. Okay, he's setting up for birdie here. Let's see what happens. And that putt drops. Okay, that hole's going to be halved. And here's a look at their hybrid. This one's gonna need to bite. Okay, let's see what you can do off of this tee. Beauty of a swing there. And for him, this will be for the birdie. We got this putt to win the hole. Okay, he's got 2 feet to go here. And that putt safely in its home. And now this is your look at a putt to have the hole. Okay, that hole's going to be halved. Right, here we go. Give it a rip. Let's hit that fairway. Here's our second shot on this 5th hole. Coming in for a landing on the short stuff. Could be good. That shot was phenomenal. Let's see what his second shot looks like. He's got a 9-footer here. For the birdie. And let's get going. Give this a tap and we'll move on. And that hole will be halved. And here's a 6-iron from them. Coming in for a landing here on the green. Well, let's see what you got. That's a safe shot. And here you go, birdie putt coming up here. Oh, no. And if they sink this, they'll go to 2 up over you. For the bird. And your opponent is 2 up on you after that one. All right, bombs away. Let's hit that fairway. Really nice swing. And this will be his second shot. Shots coming towards the green nicely. And here's our second shot on the 7th. Nice approach. Okay, 13 feet to the hole. Oh, man. And he needs this next putt to win the match. Sorry. And finishing the hole with a solid putt. Well, that's too bad. Your friend will finish this match at 3 up. And you couldn't beat them today, but maybe next time. And that's going to do it for our round here today. Thank you ever so much for playing, and hopefully we'll see you back here real soon. hello there, and welcome to PGA Tour 2K23. I'm John McCarthy. It looks like we have a par 4 on the menu as we begin our day. Now let's smash this ball into that fairway and get things on the go. All right, let's go. Pound this one out there. Okay, be very careful. This could go squirrely. It's really deep into this rough. Well, we missed the green, but that's all right. Life does go on. Let's see what he does here. 110 yards out. And they're going with the pitching wedge. Okay, out of the green side bunker. Let's have a nice up and down and skedaddle. And they've got this to go to 1 up. Ooh, just missed. They're going to go 1 up for the match if they sink this. And after that first hole of the match, your friend's 1 up. Okay, let's rip this out into the fairway. Shake it off. Second shot here on hole number 2. This is what our third shot's looking like. This one's looking good. Okay, we're back in the fairway. That's good stuff. Now let's hit the green. He's got around 155 yards to go here. And they've chosen the pitching wedge. Here's your fourth shot. And they've got this to go to 2 up. Right by the hole. Hopefully we can settle things here with a bogey. This putt's tracking. All right, bogey putt drops. Good stuff. And they'll be 2 up for the match if they can drop this putt. And your friend's 2 up on you after that hole. And let's see what you do off the tee here. That shot got a little bushy. Let's be careful getting out of here. Might not get all the distance you want in the deep stuff. Well done. Back into the fairway. I like it. And he's got about a deuce and a half, I'd say, to get to that pin. Okay, here's our third shot. Way to go out there, champ. All right, if this next putt drops for him, he's going to go 3 up. Oh! This putt's about 6 feet. This putt's good so far. And ripping out a birdie after bogeying the last. That's what I like to see. And if your opponent should sink this, they will have the hole. And that hole will be halved. All right, let's let her fly. Let's go. Here's your second shot on the 4th. Oh, this is looking good. Okay, we're on the green. And here we go with his second shot. And he will get it to go. That was a beautiful shot. Well, that hole didn't really help our spirits much. This one looks pretty good. Should be in the fairway. Well, this should be fun. Let's see what happens here. Good job. And second shot here on the 5th. All right, this is his second. He's got about 8 feet to the cup. And that one goes for birdie. Chance to have the hole. Went right by. And after that one, your friend is 4 up for the match. This one's a little bit long potentially. All right, interested to see what you have in store for us here. Hopefully this will bounce to the left. I'm okay with that. He's got a long putt to contend with here. What will happen? And if you sink this putt, it will take this match to Dormy. Looking really good. Yes, it's in there. What a putt. Just extremely, extremely fine work. And you're gaining ground on your friend after that hole. I like seeing that. Here's a par 5. He's ready to tee off. Let's see what happens here with him. Looking good off the tee. Okay, we're around the 230-yard area from here. That'll play. All right, he's getting ready to fire away with his second shot. And here's their 4-iron. And here is the putt for eagle. Looking very nice. Ouch, right by the hole. And this next putt to win the match. Oh. And this one he's going to take a stab at for birdie. Oh. All right, if you sink this, you'll take the match, Dormy. So far, so good. And after that one, your friend is 2 up for the match. Here comes a par 4. Well, let's regroup. And he's ready to go. Let's see how this hole goes for him. Setting up here just in the first cut. Safe approach. Nice. And I found this guy hitting out of the rough. Let's see how this goes down. All right, we're 33 feet out. Oh, this one could drop. Ooh. 5-foot putt here. This putt's going. Nice putt. That's in there for par. And sorry to say, but if he sinks this, he wins the match. And that one will drop. Well, unfortunately, today was not your day. Didn't pull out the win in this match, but that's all right. There's always next time. And that's gonna do it for us here today. Thank you so much for the round of golf. Hello there, my name is John McCarthy, and I'm pleased to welcome you to PGA Tour 2K23. Looking forward to this. And this is going to be a little bit of fun, I think, playing some match play golf. Let's get this. I'll take those all day. He's setting up here, about 160 yards to the pin. 7-iron on display here. This one's heading for it. Okay, second shot here on the first. Safely on the green. And this putt is way out there. Best of luck. They're going to go to 1 up over you if they sink this. Oh. This one's for par. Looking good. And off to a fine start here. Even par after the first hole. And that one's going to go for par. And after that one, we are all square. Okay, let's launch this next tee shot. What do you say? Nice looking shot. Let's see what happens. This is his second. This one's looking good. Ooh, he really got that one close. Nicely done. Here's our second shot on hole number 2. We'll have that. And here's an 8-footer for us. Looking pretty good. A little bit too firm on that one. Okay, this one is for the par. Oh my. All right, let's give this one a tap in and move to the next. Bit long on that one. And here comes a 4-footer. This one's tracking. Down she goes. All right, you didn't win that hole, but we'll come through on the next one. What do you think? All right, give this a rip. You make good contact. Okay, second shot for him on this one. And this one's about 210 yards or so from the pin. All right, third shot for him. The shot's coming in nicely. Okay, third shot. Great chip shot there, pure. That's pure. He's putting this next one for birdie. Right by. He's got a 3-footer here. And a nice putt. All right, sink this one and you'll win the hole. And after that hole, we're all square in this match. And the wind is picked up. We got a tailwind to deal with. All right, kick left. Nice shot. That'll do. All right, let's see what he does on this one. They've gone with the 6-iron on this one. This would be nice to get for birdie. Oh, it's getting there. That one drops, and that's your second birdie in a row. The makings of a streak, perhaps, for the birdie. And that hole will be halved. Got a par 5 ahead of us here. Get out of there. Good one. And he's ready to tee off here. Let's see how this goes. From here, he's looking at around 215 yards out. Well, this could maybe roll its way into the rough, possibly. Here's our second shot on the 5th. And hopefully he can deal with a little sand shot here. Setting up here now for our third shot. And here he goes from the green side rough. And you'll go one up on your opponent if you can just sink this putt. Oh my, that was a fantastic shot. Okay, you're one up on your friend after that one. Okay, the wind's blowing on this one, right to left. Oh dear gracious, you just tattooed that one. And let's see how this tee shot fares for him. And he's about 125 out. Let's see what he does. This is an 8-iron. And here's our second shot on the 6th. This one's heading a little bit to the left. Oh, missed the green on that one. Setting up for our third shot. Okay, let's see what happens. This is his third. If you sink this, you could save par. It's getting there. Okay, moving on. And let's see, he's setting up now, 2-footer. And that putt will go. And that hole's halved. All right, we've got a par 4 on this one. Nice swing. All right, let's see how he does here on this hole. This tee shot should play. And around 230 yards to go for him. Here is their 5-wood. We're in the big, thick, deep rough here. Hopefully this sticks to the fairway. Well, that's okay. That's okay. We'll get on the green, maybe on the next shot. And from the greenside sand, let's have a nice out here. All right, out of the bunker. We got a long putt ahead of us, but we're not in the sand anymore. It's all good. Here we go. Let's save par on this one. Get there. Oh, so close. We'll be back to all square if they drop this putt. And if they sink this putt, we'll be back to all square. Okay, that putt's done. And we are all square after that hole. Okay, time to send it. Oh, you put a nice swing onto that one. Okay, about 185 yards to the pin now for him. Okay, second shot here on the 8th hole. That's going to work just fine on the approach. This is his third shot. And if you sink this, there's no way you can lose. You're going to take things dormy. This one's on a good line. Ah, just right by the hole. And this will be a par for him if he sinks it. And a decent putt. All right, need to get this putt down. This is to have the hole. Okay, that hole's going to be halved. Okay, let's go. Pound this one into the fairway. There we go. That's looking good. Okay, he's setting up the second shot here. And they're choosing the 6-iron here. And this one's around 140 yards to the pin. This one's going left. Well, you're not going to hit every green today. That's all right. And this is our third shot. I'm liking that one. Nice chip. All right, if he sinks this next putt, then, well, he wins. All right, they're all done here. And unfortunately, your friend has won this one, ending the match at 1-up. Get him next time. Well, on behalf of myself and the team here at HB Studios, thank you very much for the round. We'll see you next time. Hey there, friend. My name is John McCarthy, and I want to welcome you to PGA Tour 2K23. I'm pretty excited about this round. Looks like it's just the back nine of this course today. Let's do this. I think this one's fairway bound. Turns out you're going to wind up in the rough. My mistake. All right, let's see how he does. Shouldn't be too awkward out of here, just in the first cut. Good little shot there. And here's his second shot. This one's about 100 yards out. Could use a bit of a kick to the right. Good shot out there. Nicely played. All right, let's see what happens. This is his third shot. He's setting up for a birdie here. And this putt drops, you can go one up. Going towards that hole. And you're one up on your friend after this first hole. Okay, let's see what you can do here on this par 3. A little off on that approach, but that's okay. And he's just about ready to tee off. Let's see how he does. This will not be fun to get out of. You're plugged in the bunker. Gonna have to be careful getting out. This one's your third. Nice chip, fantastic. And we'll be back to all square if they drop this putt. Oh my goodness. Okay, we'll be all square if they should sink this. Solid putt. And after that one, we're all square. Okay, give this a smash. That'll do nicely. And this shot's about 145 yards out. Let's get a little kick left here. Oh, yeah, that's gonna do just nicely. All right, here's his second shot. Heading for the green. And he's got a 12-foot putt in front of him here. And that one will go for birdie. Here's an 11-footer. It's heading towards the hole. Nicely played. And that hole will be halved. Well, not the purest of strokes. All right, let's go. Let's launch this one out there. Okay, I'll accept that. And here we go. This is his second shot. And here's a 6-iron from them. Setting up here 145 yards away. Let's go. Kick right, kick right. Approach shot worked out just fine. He's got a long putt here. I don't know what's going to happen. Ooh, man. Okay, this putt to go one up on your friend. The putt appears to be online. Oh, yeah. Second consecutive birdie. I like the way this is going. Stepping up to a par 3 here. This one's looking pretty dialed. You'll be all right there. Here we go. Let's see what this guy does. And this one is for the birdie. No, that's going right by the hole, isn't it? And if this goes down, they're going to take things all square again. Oh. Okay, good luck. 7 feet to go. And the putt drops. There's your putt. Okay, if he sinks this, that will have the hole. And that hole will be halved. see what happens on the 15th hole of this course. Okay, he appears to be ready to roll on this one. Let's see how this tee shot goes. Oh yeah, that's a gutsy play. Here's our second shot on the 15th hole. And we are back in the fairway. This is what our third shot's looking like. Back to all square if they sink this putt. All right, drop this par putt. Let's do it. This putt's good so far. Good job, you're in there with a par. And if this putt drops, we'll be at all square again. And that will go. This match is all square after that hole. Looks like the sand coming up. All right, let's send this ball away. He's hitting out of the deep stuff here. And they are going with the 9-iron on this one. And we're about 130 yards to the pin from here. Come on, kick left. That should do nicely. Well, let's see what happens for this fella in the bunker. All right, drop this and you'll go one up on your opponent. Rolled right by. And a 15-footer for him. Just about. And this putt to go 1 up for the match. Looking good. And that one drops. There's your par. And after that one, you are 1 up in the match. Teeing her up now on a par 3 hole. That's okay. Don't worry about it. We'll be on the green eventually. He's looking ready to roll. Let's see how he does on this hole. And here's a look at their 5-iron. And from the green side bunker. Nicely done out of that bunker. Stuck it nice and close. And it's going to be all square if they sink this putt. Oh no, it's right by the hole. And here he goes, putting for par. And that one's right in the cup. And if you sink this, we'll take the match to Dormy. And that hole will be halved. And let's start to wind things down here as we tee this up on the 18th. Well, that tee shot looks like it'll do. And let's see how he does on this hole. And here we go with his second shot. Okay, they're going with the pitch and wedge here. All right, good luck with your second shot here on the 18th hole. That's safe. Well, let's see how he gets out of this one. Okay, here's his fourth shot. All right, one more putt and you win the match. Sink this one. You can all relax. Yikes, that went right by. He's got about a 3-footer here. And he's going to sign off on the final hole here with a bogey. Today you get to end your round with a par, and that's A-OK in my books. And the match is over, and you have won. Finishing the match at 2 up on your opponent. Good work. Congratulations. And with that, I must leave you. I had fun out there with you today. Thanks for a great round.